Hey guys, how are you this morning? You hear me well? Can you hear me well? All right. Um, Welcome to a new session this Monday morning. Um, well, I'm sorry about this face. It's my Monday morning face. I was born with this face, so can't do anything about it. Um, good to see your names on the screen again, and we're gonna have like a short lesson today. But before that, uh, I remember that in the last lesson, which was last Monday, I guess. Um, um, Let me see. Sale un mensaje. Esta reunión ahora tiene minutos ilimitados. Ah, yeah. Excelente. So last week, I remember that we had one lesson, and then Tuesday I couldn't teach. I remember it was because of some technical problems with my computer, but I uploaded several exercises, videos about some of the contents that we should be dealing with. I'm gonna show you now the calendar to show you exactly where we are right now. Hold on a sec. I'm gonna share my screen with you guys. Si se escucha muy bajito, me avisan ya. Están todos acá en la casa durmiendo, así que no puedo hablar.
Bueno,
Pero no tanto. Okidoki. All right, sí, que pueden ver entonces el calendario. We are right here on this week, which is in this case from the 3rd of May till the 7th. And we should be studying argumentative essays. And the content is not here because we need to finish first this section right here that we couldn't finish last week. But we're gonna try to do it quickly today in this 21 minutes that we have. It's just like a review of grammar, because there are many things that you already know. So we're gonna review unless, as long as, and phrasal verbs without if we got time. Next class, which is tomorrow, hopefully, but no, I'm really sure that we're gonna have a lesson tomorrow. We're gonna study then about argumentative essays, and I'm going to, in this case, update the new lexical contents and grammar contents, right, for tomorrow. So today, unless and as long as, we're gonna watch a short video, really short, about, in this case, unless versus as long. This video is already uploaded on UCampus. So here we go, and then I'm gonna explain a little bit more what is unless and as long as, and together with more expressions like provided that, etc. And then we're going to do some exercises. So here we go.
Look at the difference between. Hi, I'm Georgina from BBC Learning English. In today's lesson, we look at the difference between unless and as long as. Unless and as long as can be used to replace if in different situations. Let's have a look at some example sentences. I will go to the party if you come too. I will go to the party as long as you come too. Both of these sentences have the same meaning. Notice that the verb after if and as long as is positive. Now look at these sentences. If you don't do your homework, you can't watch the film. Unless you do your homework, you can't watch the film. Both of these sentences have the same meaning, but notice that the verb after if is negative and the verb after unless is positive. Bye!
All right, guys. So given this very brief explanation, we have here the difference between unless and as long as. So first, we need to establish the similarities. So unless and as long as plus if, they got pretty much the same meaning, you know? And actually they can be used in very similar contexts, but the way we use it in a sentence, like let's say the structure, the grammar structure is different. For example, let's double check this this sentence. I will go to the party if you come too. So in this case, there's a condition, right? There is in this case a sentence with a future simple. We are in this case indicating a future action in this case, and then a condition if you come too. Okay, so this is pretty much like a sounds looks like a first conditional in this case. First conditional, which is future, simple future, or future plus simple present in this case, and if. Then we can say exactly the same thing, like in this case, keeping the meaning, the original meaning, with I will go to the party as long as you come too. All right. So in this case, we again, we keep the same idea. We say it in a different way, with as long as you come to. All right. In this case, in Spanish, you can interpret it like voy a ir a la fiesta siempre y cuando tú vayas. And that's the idea, right? Siempre y cuando. Then we got another example with unless. So in that case, the thing changes. Okay. This is the for example. If you don't do your homework, you can't watch the film in this case. That's the original idea. But then when we use unless, it's a menos que, right? Unless you do your homework, you can't watch the film, right? Notice the difference between, you know, the, in this case, the forms, because we use negative in here, in this example, which is pretty much like if you don't do your homework, you can't watch the film. Yeah, there's a condition too, but it looks pretty much like zero conditional in this case, zero conditional, present, you know, present if. And then we change the form. And we don't have, in the first sentence, we don't have the negative form. We got the affirmative form in this case, unless you do your homework. And then the second sentence, which is subordinate to the first, we have a negative sentence, okay? This is very important to understand, you know, when we use affirmative form, when we use negative form, and how we use it. And the previous one, coming back to as long as, is if plus positive verb plus positive verb in this case, right? That's a structure with as long as. Everything is positive. But with the next example, unless, it's different. I'm going to show you right now. If plus negative, unless plus positive. That's the difference with the form in this case. All right. So we got more expressions also, not only in this case, unless and as long as. Let me show you right now. We got more expressions like unless, providing, provided that, and as long as. All of them in this case are similar, and they're used in similar contexts. Okay. Sometimes they are interchangeable, and they are used before saying the conditions that make something else happen or be true. Okay. For example, unless is similar to if not. Same thing that we've been saying. Now, we're going to, in this case, do some exercises so that we can understand better how to use these expressions, providing, provided that, as long as, unless, etc. Number one, so in this case, you can use, for example, your chat room if you want to help me with this to help me do this exercise. Okay, so number one, we can win the championship. We avoid bad injuries. So in this case, again, providing is very similar to, in this case, as long as, and provided that is pretty much the same thing. It's like alternatives to say the same thing. Okay, remember the structure. Sometimes we can use positive, negative, and sometimes we use positive, positive. Okay, remember also the conditions and the context. Siempre y cuando is the idea. A menos que, unless. Siempre y cuando, provided that, providing, as long as, etc. Okay, so we got one answer here. Hold on. Unless.
No, the providing. Creo que sí.
Right. You got it, man. You got it. We can win the championship. Hold on. Hold on a second. Tengo un tema de sonido aquí. Denme un segundo. Okay, we're back. We're back. We're back. The answer in this case, according to my friend Julian, is in this case providing. Let's check it out. Yeah, we're gonna check it at the end. Correct. I know it's providing has a similar meaning to if. That's correct, Julian. Very good. If more people want to participate today, you can just chat room. Okay. The next, number two, says, I will leave now. There is anything left to do now. You see that there's always a condition. I will leave now. There is anything left to do now. That's the idea. Remember, the unless is used in there should be a negative sentence in the whole idea, in the context. But in this case, we got positive, positive sentence plus another positive sentence, or positive condition plus a positive, rest of the sentence.
Es unless, creo, ¿o no?
Let's check it out. It says, Fabian said, as long as I think, all right. And Julián, ¿cierto? Said, in this case, unless. let me type, let me click on as long as here. Wrong, is unless in this case. Okay, well done, Julian. I will leave now unless there is anything left to do. So in this case, there's something breaking the rules here, because unless has a similar meaning to if not. We know that. No, that unless is for negative. I will leave now. Me voy a ir, me iré ahora, a menos que haya algo que hacer. Yeah, sounds good. Unless, sounds good. But the previous rule is not enough. Clearly, it's not enough, because la explicación que hacían en el video, digamos, de la BBC, decía de que, you know, the condition in this case was positive sentence, and then a positive, and then a negative sentence. But this is not, so we see that there are more than one case. So we don't need to have a negative sentence in the second, or the subordinate clause, all right? Quizá la chica estaba tratando de explicar, digamos, que se podía usar en esa condición, pero no en exclusiva. We got more different examples in this case. Fabián dice, as long as le daría más sentido, porque en el contexto sería como siempre y cuando. Siempre y cuando haya algo más que hacer. There's anything left to do.
Yo creo que sería siempre y cuando no haya nada más que hacer. Ahí tendría que cambiar la frase.
Sí, siempre y cuando no haya más, porque unless siempre, no siempre. A veces se usa por contexto positivo o negativo. El problema es el anything aquí también, porque el anything solamente se puede usar, digamos, en contextos negativos. ¿Qué es lo que quiere decir contexto negativo? Un contexto negativo no es lo mismo que una oración que tenga una negación, pero hay implícito, en este caso hay implícito algo que digamos que es negativo, ¿ya? Pero no vemos un not, ¿te fijas? Entonces un contexto de negación, pero no hay una partícula not como explícita. Entonces por ahí se crea la confusión. Pero cuando lo entendemos en contexto, incluso usando gramática contrastiva, entre Spanish y English, se entiende al tiro, ¿ya? Si quisiéramos usar as long as, habría que cambiar el contexto implícito de negativo a algo positivo. Pero hay que reformular toda la idea, ¿ya? Entonces, por eso es que es correcto usar unless en este caso, ¿ya? El a menos que. Number 3, dice, we can hold the party in the garden. We can hold the party in the garden. It doesn't rain. Remember, provided, in this case, is siempre y cuando. Yeah, unless
Provided.
A menos que. A menos que. We can hold the party in the garden, provided it doesn't rain. Siempre y cuando no llueva. That's the idea. And unless sería a menos que no llueva. A menos que no llueva. We can hold the party in the garden. Es como, sí, vamos a hacer la fiesta en el jardín, siempre y cuando no llueva. Esa es una. La otra, podemos tener la fiesta en el jardín, a menos que no llueva. Which one is more logical for you guys? A menos que no llueva, me suena raro. No sé ustedes. Ya caché, dice el Fabián.
Sí, está raro.
¿Cierto? Porque uno dice, a menos que llueva. Uno dice así, a menos que llueva. Pero a menos que llueva es afirmativa. Y aquí dice negativa. Entonces, that's the problem. Entonces, Vania, would you change your... No, ahí está la... Dice, Vania provided. Así está bien. Karen provided. Fabián provided. All right. Veamos, ahí nos va a decir al tiro. Correct. Dice, provided means on condition that. ¿Cierto? Lo que habíamos dicho antes, ¿cierto? Siempre y cuando no llueva. So, entonces, the previous explanation, in this case by the BBC, was not enough, clearly. O sea, no es que han estado mal los ejemplos, sino que fue limitado. It was like limited uses. Limited uses. Ya no nos dio como, porque eran un minuto, dice la explicación es de un minuto. Pero los usos eran muy limitados los del video de la BBC. Entonces tenemos más usos en más contextos. ¿Ok? Eso es lo importante que hay que entender. Tiene que tener sentido. ¿Ya? Cuando le damos sentido con provider and unless, ahí vamos a cachar el tiro, digamos, si usamos positivo, negativo, positivo, etc. Dice, Karen dice, me confundo. I understand. Pero veámoslo desde el punto de vista de la gramática contrastiva. Le damos un sentido en la mother tongue, en la lengua materna le damos sentido y vamos a echar al tiro, después ya no necesitamos mother tongue para entender. Lo decimos. ¿Ya? Después dice, the public will be admitted to the galleries unless providing they make a donation. The public will be admitted to the galleries, blah, blah, blah. They make a donation. So you need to pay some money. Donate. It's not the same as pays. Donate whatever you want to be admitted. Remember that unless is a menos que. And providing is, in this case, siempre y cuando. Vania, providing. All right. Providing, porque es positivo plus positivo. Claro, pero si nos vamos por el lado de las combinaciones de la estructura, nos podríamos caer, Fabián, porque la explicación anterior era insuficiente la que se dio en el video. Entonces, ¿por qué? Porque vimos, gracias a los ejemplos, de que puede ser positive, negative, pero combinado, o sea, se mezcló todo ya. Entonces hay que ir más allá. Igual nos sirve entender la estructura positive, negative, pero tratemos de entender el significado, el contexto también de la situación. ¿Ya? De la situación. El público será admitido en las galerías siempre y cuando hagan una donación. Eso es con providing. El público será admitido en las galerías a menos que hagan una donación.
Providing, entonces. Sí.
There you go. You got it, right? Correct. Providing means on condition that. ¿Cierto? Con la condición que. ¿Cierto? O con la condición de. That's the idea. El a menos que siempre implica como una situación opuesta. ¿Se fijan? Dice, the public will be admitted to the galleries unless they don't make a donation. Si lo pongo con unless y plus negative, ahí como que tendría sentido. O sea, a menos que no hagan una donación, porque si no la hacen no pueden entrar. But that's the idea. Next. Eso también sirve como cambiar el contexto y ponerlo, ¿cierto? Como, ¿qué pasa si no hace la donación? En ese caso sería unless. Number 5. You can keep the puppy. You promise to take care of it. You can keep the puppy. You promise to take care of it. As long as provided that. Dice, please select 2 correct answers. Hay que ver esto. Aquí te da 2 opciones. Select the 2 correct answers. And are both options correct or just one?
No sé qué significa provided that. Como lo mismo que...
It's really similar. Very similar. Yeah.
Entonces yo diría que son las dos.
All right. Thank you, Julianne. Any other opinion, guys? 9:30, que pasó rápido el tiempo. 9:30. As long as, dado que la he visto que se usa más como ese tipo de oración, dice el Fabián. Tal vez me equivoco. That's okay. It's okay to make mistakes, man, my friend. Okay, as long as, and then let's check out. Yeah, correct. Both expressions are possible here because they're synonyms, basically. Good job, guys. Good job, good job. I invite you to do the rest of the exercises. The link is on UCampus. I'm gonna show you. The link is right here. Dice acá, unless provided that. There are 3 links related to that. So if you want to keep on exercising, just go for it. Yeah. Así que les dejo, I'll leave you with the homework here to do. Do exercises throughout the day, and tomorrow we will finish this, unit 1 with phrasal verbs with out tomorrow. And if we got time, we can start unit number 2 and talk about argumentative essays. All right. Thank you for coming today virtually, and have a great day. Cualquier cosa que necesiten, escríbanme. Estoy revisando sus short stories, ¿ya? Así que espero tenerlas, ojalá, el próximo lunes ya tener las notitas, ¿vale? Que estén bien, chicos. See you.
Ok. Chao, profe.
Profe,
Que la hayan-
see you.
Take care.
Bye-bye.
Bye.